Here's one for you to try. We have 2x minus 3y plus z equals 5, x plus y plus z equals 0, 4x plus 2y plus 4z equals 4. So when I do this, I'm going to eliminate the z's in this problem. So if you want to follow along and do it the same way that I'm going to show to do it, I recommend eliminating z's, though you could also choose x or y. It's not going to change your answer if you do everything correctly. So pick your favorite variable to eliminate, pause the video, and then we'll come back and work it together. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to work on Z. Row 1, row 2, row 3. The Z's are very similar with row 1 and row 2, so all we have to do to eliminate it in those two is go row 1 plus -1 row 2. You could also just say row 1 minus row 2. I like to keep everything as plus just to be consistent, so I'm multiplying row 2 by a -1. Okay. So we just transpose row 1 just like this. 2x minus 3y plus z equals 5. And then row 2, we're going to multiply everything by -1. Negative x minus y minus z equals 0. And then we add those two together and see what we get. Alright. 2x minus x is x. Negative 3y minus y is minus 4y. And the z's cancel out, giving us 5. Alright. Now let's focus on, we could choose row 2 and row 3 or row 1 and row 3. Let's do row 1 and row 3. If I multiply row 1 by -4, the z's will cancel out again. And we're already bound to z's. Since we already chose to eliminate z's here, we have to stick with it. So let's do -4 row 1 plus row 3. You could have also done this with row 2. It's actually, that might have been easier, but I'm already going down this path, so I'm going to stick with it. Alright, -4 row 1 is -8x plus 12y minus 4z equals -20. Then row 3, we have 4x plus 2y plus 4z equals 4. Add them up. Okay, -8 plus 4, -4. 12 plus 2, -4x. 12 plus 2 plus 14y. The z's cancel, and we get -16 there. Alright, now we take these two equations, this one and this one, put them together into a new system of two equations. So that gives us x minus 4y equals 5, and -4x plus 14y equals -16. New system of equations. And from here, you can choose the addition method, or really the substitution method would work well on this one as well, since we just have a single x here. I think I'm going to use the addition method and multiply this top row by 4. So let's do that. Multiply this top row by 4, because I'm going to get the x's to cancel out. Look at that. So doing that gives, alright, we have 4x minus 16y equals 20. And down here we still have -4x plus 14y equals -16. Add them together. The x's cancel out by design. We get -2y equals 4, which tells us that y equals -2. One down. Alright. We can't go all the way back to plug in. We don't have enough variables yet, so we have to plug in somewhere intermediate. So you find the easiest looking spot to plug in I'm thinking right here, because we just have an x right here. So plugging in there gives x minus 4, y is negative 2, so 4 times negative 2 equals 5. Okay, x plus 8 equals 5, which tells us that x is negative 3. 2 down. All right. Now I'm going to plug in, now that we have two variables, we go all the way back to the original. One of these three looks a little easier to plug into. I'm thinking it's the second one here. Right, so we have negative 3. So I'm just going to plug in right here. We have negative 3 goes in there. Negative 2 goes in here. So let's do it down here. Negative 3 plus negative 2 plus z, we still don't know what z is, equals 0. Negative 5 plus z equals 0. So z must be 5. 3 down. 3 of 3. All right, and it's a nice form to write these as an ordered triple. So negative 3, negative 2, 5 for the answer there. And again, that's a point in space, a point in three-dimensional space where these three planes cross.